My name is Sarah, professional interior designer and creator of the blog She Holds Dearly. On this channel, I like to talk about making a home beautiful on any budget. So you are seeing the aftermath here post-Christmas. So we finished our Bethlehem dinner last night, and that is a little simple tradition that I started doing when the kids were little. We like to do our Bethlehem dinner before Christmas, and it's kind of it's like calling a timeout on all the crazy, amazing, fun, stressful parts of Christmas, the way that we do Christmas in the West, and we turn it really back to Bible times is what I was going for when the kids were little. And we have a very simple Mediterranean meal. We sit on the floor in the living room and it's all candlelit. It's really a precious time as a family to regroup, and we each take turns praying. We go in a circle after we've eaten and just spend time thanking God for the things that have happened in the previous year and praying over the incoming year. We offer a song. We bring a song to contribute. We just play it now on we make a little family playlist and play it on our Bluetooth speaker. And the song that you bring, it can be a Christmas song or it can be a worship song, but it has to really capture what the Lord is doing in your life at this time in history. And so it's really beautiful to see the songs that come out of that time. Sometimes that's the end of our celebration, and sometimes we add on the gifts. And this year we did decide to add on the gifts because, as you know, empty nesters, that the schedules get increasingly more complicated the older everyone gets. And now we have in-laws to consider. We have people living in different places. So now we're juggling some airlines and just tons of work schedules and things. So we ended up opening our gifts as a family after the Bethlehem dinner. And it is definitely really the highlight of our year as a family. Everyone tries their darndest to get to that Bethlehem dinner. Everyone needs to get home for that. So we opened our gifts afterwards, and it actually was a really good Christmas. I was pleasantly surprised that I got gifts this year. A lot of times I barely get anything, but as the kids have grown, they have really owned their own shopping and their wrapping, and it was beautiful. We had a lot of gifts that I didn't know anything about. I was just as surprised as they were, unlike when they're little and you know everything they're getting. And so it was a very beautiful time, and I got an air fryer, which I had forgotten. I even said I wanted it. My son got it for me, and I am going to be making some sweet potato fries that are the best ever. So I'm excited about that. So along with keeping up on basic rhythms in a household, I love to stock certain products so that we can keep up on basic health rituals as well. One of the ways that I can source high quality organic products is by using Thrive Market, which is a sponsor of today's video. Thrive Market is an online grocery store that specializes in high quality food and beauty products. Their website makes it really easy for a busy woman like myself to prioritize her health in middle age. With Thrive Market, you can skip reading the labels and second guessing because everything's already been vetted. So you can shop stress-free and have everything delivered straight to your door. I love that on Thrive Market, you can filter out different dietary needs. So if you're paleo or gluten-free or dairy-free, you can set it to search only the items that will work for you. So if you're thinking about better ways to save time, or you cannot find certain health products locally, this might be a great fit for you. We love the frankincense and myrrh bar soap. This is super healing for your skin, and it smells amazing. Speaking of beauty products, I use the For Everyday brand. This is Bulgarian lavender lotion, stevia. I use this in my coffee each day and as my sweetener. It's the only sweetener I don't actually react to, so I love having this on hand. And then the ginger turmeric tea. I have a cup of this every single morning. It's part of my morning routine, and it helps bring down inflammation and settle your gut. This is the best price I can find on this tea anywhere, is the Thrive Market brand. They are having an amazing New Year's sale right now, 30% off hundreds of different items. Plus, if you visit thrivemarket.com/sheholdsdearly, I can also get you another 30% off if this is your first order. Plus, you'll get a free gift that's worth up to $60. And I forgot to mention, orders over $49 ship for free. So it's a great time to try out this service. I know you're gonna love it. Now I'm just dealing with this after Christmas slump. You know what I mean? There's this kind of black hole at the end of the year where you should be cleaning up and you should be working out, but you don't know if you have the energy. You feel kind of aimless. A lot of places are closed. People are not working. And so I'm just hitting the reset button on one room. We're going to get one room ready here and sort out the tissue paper. I like to put it in like rainbow order. Keep all the good ribbons and get rid of the trash. I find that that's one of the best ways for me to get out of the blues, is to get a room put back in order. And actually, I'm going to be doing what's called the home reset. So it's going to be a lot bigger than one room, hopefully, for you guys. But in January, I'm offering a workshop. It's going to be a 4-hour workshop where we talk about hitting the reset button on your house and the elements that would go into that. And I'll throw in some professional interior design advice so you can understand traffic flows, layouts, vignettes, understanding some paint colors and things like that. So I'm excited about that. I'll put the link for registration below. So once I got the living room put back together, I wanted to go bring some order to my kitchen. I find when I'm overwhelmed that one of the best things I can do is to reset my home. So getting the dishes cleaned, getting a load of laundry started, making my bed, taking out the trash, just these simple things that we've done thousands and thousands of times. It brings me back to this baseline, which always feels like the world is now easier to deal with. I normally feel like at the end of Christmas that I really want to get all of the garlands put away and get the house really simple. And this year feels a little different to me. I really embraced red, which I haven't done in many, many years. In fact, you could technically dig up videos on my opinion of red and how I feel like it's really, really powerful, like the color black. And so I've shied away from it for many years. But this year I dove in, and I think that is a pretty common thing. I think it's common with trends. I think it's common with ourselves even, that we will not do something with design for a long time. And then after so long, you're looking for something new to do again. And lo and behold, there's only so many things to do. So you swing back into something that you haven't done for a long time, but now it feels new again. So we did a lot of red this year in the house, and instead of feeling like it was harsh or it was overbearing, it felt like joy to me this year. And so I'm wanting to leave red out way longer. Normally that's something that I will take down right away after Christmas. Anything that's super Christmassy, like trees, anything that is red has to go. And this year I'm trying to figure out how can I incorporate actually this joyful color as I see it now. How can I incorporate that into my home all year round? So we will see what transpires. I'm curious to know in the comments how you are dealing with your Christmas decor this year too. And the more I thought about Christmas as a whole, I had this epiphany this year that Christmas isn't really supposed to be something that happens for 6 weeks or a month of your life. And maybe this sounds cliche or cheesy, but I actually think that it is a reminder to us, if we do it correctly, I think it's a reminder to us to incorporate, we'll say Advent, expecting Christ, expecting Him to keep His promises, expecting Him to show up and save us in so many ways over and over again. That Advent spirit is supposed to be a part of our everyday lives. And the spirit of celebration and slowing down, taking breaks, focusing on your people, being generous, all those things are so celebrated and so seasonal. We treat them so seasonal, but honestly, aren't they really supposed to be part of our daily lives? And so Christmas is actually just a resetting. It's a refocusing on the things we say we're always supposed to care about, and it's a practicing. I feel like it's this time where our whole society expects it and enjoys it and applauds it, and really it's just training us. It should be training us on the priorities we should be having throughout the year. So I've been pondering how that does play out in the spring and the summer and the fall. And you'll be hearing more on this topic throughout the year. So thank you for watching to the end. Thank you for being here on this journey with our family and all the things that I discover and share about homemaking and beautiful interior design. And truly the heart of it is that we are creating a sanctuary. We're creating this little bubble where we and our people can come and relax and reset and feel safe and heard. And there's nothing else like it. And I think as a whole, our society used to be better at it. And now I think there's entire generations that don't even know what that word home is. Not really. There's something that is always wandering in them and always unsettled and struggling to even unpack their bags fully and set up a home that feels like it could be there for decades. So that's something that we're trying to heal here at She Holds Dearly. And honestly, I think that is the word I want to leave you with, is there is healing that happens for us in our homes, and it's like a cycle. As you make the bed, as you vacuum again, as you straighten the decorations and open the curtains, there is a resetting and a healing that happens for the home and for you. So be blessed this week. I'll see you again next week, and we will talk more about current thoughts on interior design. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like more resources, I help women connect and learn more about God in my behind the scenes group and bespoke design retreats. I also help women expand their talents with my Elite Decorating Academy and seasonal decor boxes. I will leave the links to these resources in the description box below.